INFJs, I have a bold statement for you. There are people in your life who can't afford you. They can't afford you emotionally and definitely not morally. They don't have the integrity that is necessary to keep you in their lives. You give too much away to people in your life who don't deserve you and who can't afford you. By the way, I'm talking to myself as well. It's a good reminder, so stay with me because at the end of this video, you're not going to only understand the concept of it, but you will know when to pick up on it. Very often we just miss the clear signs. Today, we're going to find out how you will know this right away so you can stop this trend when it begins. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. You will see it in every single person that you meet, in every single person you have a dynamic with, and it won't mean that you will be alone and you'll cut everybody out. So trust me, it will get interesting. We as INFJs have a very unique ability. We can give to others. We can give our time, we can give our energy, and we can give others our perspective. This gift is incredibly valuable. It's not something you're going to find at every corner. But if people can see that value and you're still trying to convey it to people, you're metaphorically casting pearls before swine. Imagine it like this. You'll have the recipe how a person can change their life, feel their best, and really tap into their purpose. Like I'm talking transformational stuff here. It's the difference between a person going through life and hating their life and really knowing, oh, this is the best thing I could have ever seen. This changed my life. I'm so happy I'm me and I can finally embrace that. That's the kind of energy we can bring. That's the kind of transformation we can bring. But imagine this recipe is on a piece of paper and a person just can't read. It doesn't matter how well you write that text. It doesn't matter if you change the language of this text. If a person can't read, they cannot read. And you will put all your effort into making that recipe, that piece of paper as beautiful, as inviting, as perfect as it can be. But if a person doesn't want to learn how to read, they're not going to be able to. And you can't make a person want to read. That's something they have to learn for themselves. And yes, there will be people who will never be able to read. Maybe they have a personal predisposition that's going to keep them from being able to read. But still, whatever you put into that paper, whatever you write on it, no matter how great it is, they're not going to be able to read it. They're not going to be able to appreciate it. So all of your energy is going to waste, no matter how good your intentions are, no matter how much you cater it to them, no matter in what simple language you put it. If they cannot read it, it's lost. And when you embrace it, when you accept it, when you actually confront yourself with the grief that you just can't save everybody that you want, sometimes there are people in your life who you love so dearly and they're still not able to see that. I've had people in my life who meant the world to me. I saw their potential. I saw what they're capable of being, all of the pain that they were going through. I saw it all. And I gave my all to help that person. But they still weren't able to see what I was bringing to the table. And not only was it a waste, but on top of it, they actually put me down. They tore me apart because that's not the way it works. You cannot make a person grow. They have to make that choice for themselves. And so no matter how much you feel like that's my purpose, that's what I have to do, I have to help that person. Otherwise, I would feel like a bad person because I see their pain. How can I let them suffer? It's to understand that no matter how much you want to help them, they have to make their first step in their journey. And the best way that you can help them, if you want to help them, is for you to pull back your energy and put it into your life, into helping people who can appreciate what you have to offer. That piece of paper that you're creating, the language, the beauty, this recipe, it's not supposed to go to waste. So often we feel like it's just lost and it's being wasted, but it's not. So let's talk about how to pull that energy back so it can naturally find a way where it's being utilized the most. One of the pillars we tap into in bootcamp is purpose. It's all about leaning into the archetypes that are going to help us to see ourselves the way we want to be seen and then be of service in a way that protects our energy and that allows us to give of our cup of energy while it's overflowing and not deplete ourselves. So if you want to be part of this transformational journey, then join our community of INFJs creating their INFJ epic life together. We launch this Saturday. There's going to be a free masterclass. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the masterclass. You'll also find a great FIQ section on the bootcamp site. So everything you might want to know, including access to the early bird price, you will find through the links in the description. I see you on Saturday, and I hope to see many of you in bootcamp as well. So when I'm talking about people can't afford you, as an INFJ, we all know we're not talking about money. INFJs don't really care. That doesn't mean that we're unstable, that we're not going to be financially savvy, or that we can't protect ourselves. We're in this like every other person. We need to make sure that we're good, all of that. But because we associate you can't afford me or that with money, we shy away from this concept altogether. It feels so superficial. It feels so unholistic and so just made up stuff. But the truth is, to really afford you, a person has to be able to perceive you and to value what you have to offer. They have to be able to afford you morally. They have to be able to afford you energetically. Because if you are pouring into somebody who's just a black hole, nobody is helped in this. Remember the metaphor with the great recipe that will change your life. No matter how much you perfect it, if a person is not willing or not able to read it, it's a waste of time. And if they want a part of it, then they have to decide for themselves, I have to learn how to read, and then come your way. On top of that, guess what? You have needs. You're a human being. People like us who give so much and who give so much willingly, we still need something in return. We need that. If we are not getting any energy back, if a person is not able to have honest conversations with us, if they're not able to show up emotionally, to be open to who we are and accept us and allow us to be everything that we are because it makes them uncomfortable, then it's just not going to fit. It's not going to be a win-win situation, and it's just going to cause everybody pain. So the first thing you can do is to first identify who those people are in your life and write it down on a paper. Nobody has to see it but yourself. It can be a relative, it can be your partner, it can be somebody that you work with, it can be your best friend of 20 years. It's okay. You're not doing anything wrong by writing it down, because all you're doing is just making it aware for yourself. Just ask yourself, am I putting more into the relationship than I'm getting back? And until we're willing to look at it, we're not going to change anything. And most of the time, the people that are causing us the biggest problems here aren't like the mean people that we know here and there. We don't have them in our life. Sometimes it's people who inspire us. Sometimes it's people who makes us see the world differently. Sometimes it's people who have something magical about them. But that doesn't change the fact that they're not able or willing to pour back into you. And so before we can change anything, we first have to identify who they are. The second thing is we have to set boundaries then. So if you're giving 70% into a relationship, no matter what kind, and you're getting 30% back, you have to cut back. It's just not possible to change it any other way. You can't overcompensate. It just doesn't work. Like till this day, there are relationships where I feel I'm putting more into them than I'm getting back, but I still feel like it's enough. Like my life, it's gotten to a place where I have so much excess energy. I love to give in so many ways freely that I'm okay to put more into relationships that I'm getting back. But I'm still making sure that I'm getting enough back to feel appreciated. So if you're, for example, putting 50% into a relationship and that person is putting in 30, you cannot close the gap by giving 20% more. It just doesn't work. It won't feel good and you will get depleted. It's on you to actually pull back. If they're able to give 30, you give 30. And so it becomes a 50-50 again. It's not a bad thing. You will see how you're going to be able to have people at different psychological levels in your life, and you'll be able to see that relationship as something that adds to your life. Maybe in smaller ways, but they definitely won't be draining you. And you will have energy left that you can then pour into creating your life purpose. The third thing we need to do is to actively create relationships where it's an equal give and take. So very often we're leaning into relationships where we give more because it's in our nature to give. We want to help, we want to inspire. It's just who we are. So that's why I always tell you, find an outlet, find a way where you can give freely, where it's not a high stake relationship. Give in a way of being a mentor somewhere. Go help out, start a YouTube channel, share your thoughts in a blog, doesn't matter. Have an outlet like that so you can say, from now on, every single person that comes into my life is going to be an equal give and take. I don't need somebody that I can save. My partner, my friends, my colleagues, my neighbors are not my projects. They're not supposed to give me the meaning of life. They're people who are going to be by my side, who are going to accompany me while I'm going towards my purpose, my path, my passion. And really define for yourself, what kind of person do you need? So maybe if you're somebody who's really creative, you need to go around other people who are very creative. Or if, for example, you're somebody who's stable and who's excited and who's motivated about a certain topic, go find people who are at that same level. You don't need thousands of people. If you put yourself in the right situations with the right people, it's going to make a difference. So me, for example, when I met my husband, it was really important to me that I stated from the beginning, I want somebody that I can grow with. I want somebody who knows where they're going, who's excited about life, who's happy with who they are, and who wants to build with another person and create the life they always wanted. Guess what happened? So many people just turned off from it right away. More even turned off the moment we started talking and they saw that I wasn't looking for somebody to save me or for me to save them. And so, yes, you cut off most people, but all you need is one. And the more specific you make it, as in how you show up, the easier it is to find the person who fits that. And that doesn't just fit for romantic relationships, that fits for everything in your life. Look at the people my content is catered to. I'm not for everybody because I don't want to give my energy to people who will not appreciate it. So I'm specific, I'm me, I make sure that I speak as authentically as I possibly can. And yes, a lot of people cannot connect with that. And that's okay. Those are not the people for me. And so I create a relationship with you that is on eye level, where we both feel respected, where we both feel like it's a win-win situation. I know it's hard for INFJs not to give because it feels like we're giving up on our essence. It feels like we're betraying ourselves and we're turning into people we don't want to be. But just know that you don't have to give up that aspect of yours. All you're doing is setting boundaries with yourself of how and who you're giving your energy to. If you set those boundaries, that energy will still find its way out. But now it just has to find a way out that is a healthy outlet, where it is appreciated, where it is being valued, where it's not wasted on people who are just not able or willing to appreciate what you have to offer. That doesn't make what you have to offer less valuable. They just can't afford it. If you want to join a community of INFJs where you know it's a safe place, where you know respect is the first and most important thing, where we grow together, where we create an environment that is beneficial for all of us to get to where we want to go, and we start taking on that path right away, then join our bootcamp. We'll launch tomorrow. We're also going to have a free masterclass here on YouTube. Everything you might want to know you can find through the links in the description. So I hope to see many of you tomorrow and in bootcamp. And if you want to watch another video now that is in alignment with today's topic, then check out the video you see on the screen right now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.